Good day, everyone. Hope all of you are having a great day. So, I've been thinking about like Nintendo Switch 2, like the game key cards, and they had to be the biggest fucking scam that I had seen in gaming history. I mean, you're literally buying, it's like buying a code in the box. The entire game is not in the cart, and then you gotta download it. I mean, that's some messed up shit right there. I mean, seriously. It's like, who thought of this? And the fact that they only offered third parties either 64 gig or like the 64 gig or the 8 gig. That's it. That's all. I mean, offer some more variety, like 32 or something like that. But it's just another way of Nintendo being greedy, cutting corners, and screwing, being more anti-consumer and screwing the customers. I mean, simple as it is. And I don't know. And the sad part is, there's going to be a decent amount of people who fall for this kind of crap because, let's face it, a lot of people are not smart. They're pretty dumb. I mean, look, the reason why the gaming industry is the way it is because people just keep on consuming these crap products, which have a short shelf life, um, and they don't take a stand these days saying like, okay, I'm not going to spend a single dollar until I get a better quality product. But sadly, these are the times we live in. Now, it's like I bring this up because I just recently, because I've been playing Dragon Quest. I started with this game, Dragon Quest 11, recommend it. But the thing is, it's like they came out the release dates for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D, and the Switch 2 version, yeah, they said, you guessed it, game key card. Dragon Quest 1 1 and 2 HD 2D, a game key card, whereas for Switch 1, the entire game is on one card. Let that sink in for a bit. I mean, that's some really messed up shit right there. I mean, it's like there's a lot of third-party games I was looking forward to at first. Like I said, I'm not going to buy the Switch. One of the reasons I'm delaying the Switch 2 purchase for up to a year or two is because of things like this. Because, as I mentioned, there was third-party games that was interesting. I always thought like, hey, you know what? It'd be cool to have Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy. Well, Hogwarts Legacy is for Switch 1, but the other one for Switch 2, like Hogwarts Legacy with updated graphics. Even the Yakuza game was like Yakuza 0, because I've been playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, so I wanted to get more into it. So, yeah, so there's a lot of third-party games I wanted to get into, which now I was originally excited for it. Then you start seeing game key cards, and you're like, and that to me is what really turned me off with the Switch. Like, first it was the pricing, the charge for physical games, because I'm a physical game collector, and seeing that they're marking up the prices for that, it didn't suit well for me. And then they add insult to injury, the game key cards, which is a big time scam. No question way to put it. Now I know there's plenty of brain dead fanboys like who say like, well, Nintendo can do no wrong. This is pro consumer. It's like, no, stop swinging cartwheels, stop doing mental gymnastics and stuff. Deep down you all guys know this is a scam. It's a piece of shit too. But there are people out there who will defend this practice till the very end, and I don't know why. Like I said, I don't hate Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I'm just sad to see it's going down this route. But then again, things happen. It's like with Disney, people, they grew up with Disney, love Disney. Now, because of some of the movies that they came out, some of the messages that came out, I'm not trying to be political here, but when you alienate a good certain people, they don't return, and that's how it is. And it feels like Nintendo, like they keep up these greedy practices, people are going to turn the other cheek, and they're going to be like, no, they're going to turn the other way, and they're going to move on to something else, whether it's Steam Deck or God knows if there's another competitor. Because I was reading that Korea's planning to enter the market, the console market as well. Like, we'll see what happens. Now, going back to the game key cards, but it is true what a lot of people are saying. They're trying to find ways to phase out physical. And the thing is, these game key cards, they're not going to work after 20 years. They're not. So if you want to go back to play like Yakuza 0 for Switch 2, and it says, "Oh, sorry, you can't play it anymore because the servers are down." Well, you're tough out of luck. You're tough out of luck, and you know what? In the end, I'll say this: if enough people say no to this stuff, I think possibly Nintendo might change their mind. I highly doubt it, because let's see, like I already said, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has been underwhelmed with or very disappointed with the Switch 2 presentation, and especially with the launch coming up, because I'm not excited for it, as I mentioned in my previous video. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who are not excited because no one's going to spend $500 on a console with older technology, PS4 technology, and I don't know, it just feels very bare bones and way too safe. It doesn't scream the word fun, innovative. It's like, here's just a better version of the Switch 1. But now I'm starting to think like, okay, yeah, you might have slightly better graphics, but if your games are not all if you have these stupid game key cards, I'm starting to say, hey, at least Switch 1 seems to be a much better product, because at least when I buy a physical game, they have the physical copy of the game on it. Well, that's like 85% of them. I mean, with the exception of, the Arkham series and Metal Gear Solid. But that was just a few titles, few and far between. Whereas, whereas like these third-party titles, like doing the game key cards, man, we know that this is why, and I'm starting to think this is why the gaming industry is gonna die, because they keep up with these dumb bullshit practices. And you know what? It probably might need to collapse for a while and then rebuild itself something better. But on the other note, like I said, this is like me raging up against the Dragon Quest series, like that's coming out for Switch 2 because it's going to be game key card. You're going to buy Dragon Quest, buy it for Switch 1. Like, start off with this game, Dragon Quest 11. Then, if you're going chronological order, then you go to Dragon Quest 3, HD 2D, and then you go to Dragon Quest 1 and 2. So, I recommend you start with this game. I'm only 25% done with this. It's a great game, long game, so it'll keep you occupied for days or months, depending on how many hours you play per day. But you'll not be disappointed. I highly recommend you buy this. Anyway, I hope you guys continue buying physical copies, continue buying physical as much as you can until they stop producing it, because once it's gone, I'm not sure if it's going to come back. So yeah, enjoy gaming with the old stuff, retro games or physical games. And I want you guys to have a good day too, man. Take care. Bye.